A young mum has been hit with a huge fine. A sneaky camera caught her adjusting her seatbelt for just a moment. The reason? So she could use a breast pump.
I was just gobsmacked. I was shocked. I just feel like it's a situation that shouldn't really be happening, to be honest.
Meet beautiful baby Billy. With a full belly, he's certainly full of smiles.
I feed him on demand. He's a hungry little one.
But not everyone is as happy about mealtime. And once you hear the price Billy's mum's forked out for his latest feed, you might lose your appetite.
So it was $1,161 and 4 demerit points. I'm still kind of in shock by it.
After being away from her little ones, basking in newlywed bliss on the Gold Coast, mum of two, Megan Schmock, began feeling unwell on the drive home from her honeymoon.
I was getting quite engorged and it was getting incredibly uncomfortable for me. It's throbbing and it's hot, it's not comfortable, and to sit in the car for it was like an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours, just waiting to get home to feed my little one, it just wasn't going to happen.
With her husband behind the wheel, she was able to pump breast milk for 10-month-old Billy. But that relief wouldn't last long, with traffic cameras on the Gold Coast snapping a photo of Megan in a special bra.
They have captured me taking my seatbelt off, putting it underneath my arm here, and just sliding it off, popping it under so I can unhook my breast pump.
A manoeuvre that's now landed her husband a hefty infringement notice for driving with a passenger failing to wear their seatbelt correctly.
What was running through your mind once you saw the picture and you realised what you were being fined for?
I saw the money fine first and I was just like, what is, what's happened? And then as I've unfolded the letter, I've looked and I've realised I've seen this photo first and then looked closer and be like, that's me pumping.
In a state of shock, Megan claims she had no idea you could get fined for adjusting your seatbelt for a few moments, demonstrating the process for our cameras.
When I'm finished pumping, I will take my seatbelt off the top of my arm, and then I just swing it under here so it goes under my arm here. I then unzip it, bring it around, back up like that.
Do you still think that what you did was unsafe?
I don't believe so for that short amount of time. However, that's not what the law says.
Another Queensland mum also learned this lesson the hard way, with the very same seatbelt camera also capturing her in the passenger seat pumping breast milk.
I think I felt a lot of support from that. It wasn't just me.
Do you think the penalty is warranted for what you did?
I don't think so. I understand, obviously, that, the law is the law. If you're not wearing your seatbelt correctly, there's going to be consequences for that. I didn't realise that, I guess, the motion of me popping it over my shoulder for that split second to unhook my, my pump, and it was the wrong thing.
Megan and her husband are now disputing the fine with the Department of Transport and Main Roads and considering exploring the potential for a seatbelt exemption due to a medical condition.
A lot of people will wonder, could you have just waited until you got to your destination to pump?
No. As a breastfeeding mum, and I'm sure any other mums who have breastfed before or who have pumped before know that no, you can't just really wait, particularly when you're on the stage of engorgement. It's incredibly painful.
I mean, surely this isn't the point of those cameras, and that fine, well, that fine's just ridiculous.